Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. These are your messages for November. Let's have a look what we have coming up for you. So, as your underlying energy, we have the Seven of Cups. This is a card that talks about, looking at our options, trying to figure out which options appeal to us. It's cups, right? So, it's all about which dreams are worth pursuing and which dreams are not. Now, when this card comes up, sometimes there can be like the options that appear before us. There's a number of reasons why we might not want to take them up. One of them is they all look the same, right? Even though they're not, there's something different in each of these cups. And it's strange. In this deck, the guy's kind of walking off like he's not interested, or he has his arm out. In the Rider-Waite, in another decks, usually this guy has his back to us and he's looking at the options. He's not really looking at the options. He's walking away from them. So it can indicate that, you have options there. Some of them may seem too good to be true, which is why you're like, no, I'm not interested. This card does tell you, like, just make sure that you're not kind of giving into illusion, because there is a kind of sense of illusion and fantasy. Look at the cups, how they're all in the air. And it's saying that, which dreams are worth pursuing, which ones are not. Like, realistically, it's not a time to build castles in the sky. It's a time to figure out, is this going somewhere? Is this a dream that I want? And if it is a dream that you want, then to truly go for it. I always say it's like having 7 doors in front of you. You can't walk through all 7 doors at once. You have to pick one, go and explore that, and then you can come back. And by picking that one, it effectively blocks all the other 6 doors for you. So there are options available right now, although it may not feel like it. I'm sure this guy doesn't feel like he has a lot of options where he's walking off. But it is a time for figuring out which dreams are worth pursuing and which dreams are not. And you have the perfect energy to make that kind of a decision. Coming up at the heart of your reading, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, she has gone through a lot of difficult situations. Anything that you can imagine, any difficult experience that you can imagine, she's been through it. She's sometimes called the Divorce Queen, the Heartache Queen, the widow she's seen as, because she's been through so much. But she's turned all of those difficult experiences into knowledge now. That's why she sits on that throne with her sword there. And I said this, I don't know who else got this. I know Scorpio got this, and Sagittarius might have as well. She has her hand out as if she's like calling someone over to her, but she also has her sword out. So this can be when we're giving mixed messages to someone, like, we're welcoming them over, but we're also kind of threatening them. Well, not exactly threatening them, but you know what I mean, with the sword there as well. The other thing is, like, she is welcoming. She's welcoming whoever over, but she has a sword of truth. And she's only going to use her sword if they lie to her, if they don't bring the truth to her. So, like, for some of you with this combination, it feels like you're sick of the kind of, you're sick of, like, the illusion, the fantasy. You don't want a daydream anymore. You want the truth. If someone's been presenting you with all this, maybe they've, could be like job, when when they're telling you, hey, we're going to do this, or you're going to get this promotion, or, end of the quarter, end of the month, end of the whatever. They're kind of leading you on, and you're like, well, it's not manifesting. You keep showing me the castle in the sky, the cups here floating around in the clouds, but where is it? It's not in my hand. So this is where, she speaks her truth and she only wants to deal with the truth. So there could be a sense of that. It doesn't just have to be with a job. It can be in a relationship. Maybe someone's been saying that, oh yeah, we'll move in together. Oh yeah, we'll do this, like trying to commit. And you're like, this is bullshit, basically. She doesn't put up with any BS, the Queen of Swords. She will just cut you down. So there could be a sense of this. Now, you might be dealing with someone like this. The energies can work both ways. Maybe you're the one that can't decide what you want with that 7 of Cups energy, right? So you can't decide. And now you have the Queen of Swords coming in. And that can be an air sign, which would be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And the Queen of Swords is saying to you, hey, what's going on? What's the truth there? What are we doing? So you may be called to give your truth to someone else. But I don't think I think it's you. I think it's you having to decide, because that 7 of Cups, I just feel like it's you wanting the truth. You're the one that got the 7 of Cups as your underlying energy. Now, coming up in the past, bless you, Taurus, you have the Strength card. And I know this. I've done so many readings for Taurians. Taurus has to be one of the signs that I've read for the most, I think, over the last month. There's 3 of, I think it was couple of cardinal signs in Taurus that I read for the most. And you guys have been through it. You have the Strength card coming up here. And boy, you guys have been strong. The strength card, it says you have the strength to overcome any obstacle. And you have, right? You have overcome the obstacles. Hasn't been easy though, right? So the strength card, it's a beautiful card, beautiful energy, but it only shows up when there are obstacles. Now, this is a past energy. Yeah, it's kind of good because it may indicate that the obstacles are out of the way, but maybe the strength is in the past as well. Like, you know, you've spent all of your energy, you've done the whole strength thing. Like, you don't really feel like you have the strength now. Maybe you're feeling tired. I mean, I'm not really getting that kind of energy from anywhere else, but it's very significant that the strength card is in the past. So either the obstacles have gone or the strength has gone now. Like, you know, you're thinking that, I don't know if I can do this. It's that kind of an energy. But you've been very strong. And I know you guys have. I mean, you guys are not just strong. That's Taurus energy. You're not just strong for yourself. You're strong for other people too. There's an area of my life that, you know, if I face a lot of challenges, and if it wasn't for a Taurus, I have a Taurus on my team. If it wasn't for that Taurus, I wouldn't be able to face half the challenges that I face in that area. So you guys are not just strong for yourself. It's that kind of resilience that you guys embody. I mean, it's the card for Leo, but you guys are the same way. You have that kind of that stubborn kind of tenacity and a very calm kind of nature to kind of move forward, to kind of go on with things, to get them done. So you have that kind of quiet strength, which the strength card talks about. Now, the strength card doesn't just talk about that, it talks about courage. So you may have been forced to take some bold steps, to make some bold moves. It's about having the courage to go forward. It could also be like a lust for life, something that you have a lust, a passion for, and it takes a lot to go for it. You know, we talk about our dreams, we talk about our passions, and it seems like it would be easy to go for it, but it isn't. Sometimes we can have more than one dream. Sometimes we can't even specify the dream, like, you know, so it feels like you've taken certain steps, like you've been moving forward, you've been very strong. Where's that left you? Well, you have the moon card coming up in the present position. So this is a card, I mean, it's a card for Pisces, and the strength card's a card for Leo. So you might be dealing with those individuals. But when you have the moon card showing up, this is where things are not as they seem. Things are confusing. And this is like double confusion, right? Because this guy he can't pick. He doesn't know which one to pick. He's trying to figure out which cup do I want? Which one's my happiness? Because each cup is supposed to represent happiness, right? Like the Ace of Cups, it's new happiness. But it's not only that he doesn't know which one to pick. You can't even make out. Like, some of them seem too good to be true. You're not sure if this is the right thing. The moon card represents like things not being as they seem. I do see the moon card as a card of illumination. I always say that. Now, how is that? As people think everything looks murky and shadowy. Yes, it does. But the thing with the moon card is, if you go out into your garden, I give this example every time, I know, but it works. So you get into your garden at noon, when the sun is high, everything is illuminated, everything. You can see every blade of grass, you can see everything clearly. No effort is required. Now, with the moon card, you go out into the same garden, everything's in shadow, like you don't know what's happening, you don't know what's out there. It's your own backyard, but you don't know what's there. So it is a card of illumination, but I always say the point is not what's illuminated when the moon card shows up, it's what's in the shadows. And that can be our fears. What is it that's causing the confusion? What is it that's causing this sense of not knowing which way to go, not knowing what to do? There is an element of going on faith when the moon card shows up, because you have to trust your intuition. You have to trust your gut. I'm trying to see if there's one, but usually in the Rider-Waite, it's not so much in this one. There's usually a path that's revealed. I mean, here we have a landscape, but usually there's a path that's revealed, and only parts of the pathway are revealed by the moon. Some of them are in shadow or just not seen. And that's what the moon card says to you. Do you have the faith to walk this path? Like, you just walk it on faith. You're not going to have answers. You're not going to be shown everything. And it's okay. If you don't, that's your answer then, right? Then you know it's not a dream worth pursuing. Oh, I don't envy you guys, Taurus. It's awful. Like, when you have to make a decision anyway. Yeah, okay, so you have to make a decision. But then on top of that, to not be sure, and then, it looks like you have more than one option and you're not sure, like, what's worth it, what isn't. Do feel like things get clearer and easier for you because you have the Empress coming up. So we have the Empress here. This is as a future energy. This can be kind of wise counsel. I do see her as a an older female. It can be like a mother figure, or some like an older female, it can be, or just someone who is very nurturing, very caring. Like, sometimes this is a hug. I see this as a hug sometimes, and I think sometimes we do need that kind of like, there, it'll be okay. Like a safe environment. The Empress, she is the mother, the wife, the domestic situation, family. She represents all of that. She's security to me. So there could be, a safe place now for where you can go to kind of understand this. It may be that this Queen of Swords is that. Could be this Empress for you. She allows you to have that safe space where you can, things become clearer. She does make things clearer. She kind of cuts to she can be a little bit abrasive, let's be honest. Like when you meet the Queen of Swords at first, that looks aggressive, right? So she can be a little bit abrasive, but she does have a soft inside. Like she looks like she's emotionally detached, and she is. She is emotionally detached, and she can use her logic, but that doesn't mean she doesn't have emotions. And this is kind of I find this very soft, nurturing energy. Now, if this is your energy, it also says that you feel secure enough and you have that Empress energy to give birth to new ideas, to have new creative ideas, to give birth to great abundance. Abundance can be whatever you want it to be. If it's, I don't know, financial abundance, emotional abundance, spiritual abundance, whatever it is. It's interesting. The advice. What's the advice here for you? I mean, I like the Empress in the future. Let's not kid. This is a safer place. If you've been feeling kind of left out in the wind, confused and not knowing what to pick, this is like a safe place. This is home kind of coming in, kind of a safer, kind of more nurturing environment, or where you feel able to create anew, like whatever it is that you're trying to decide to do. And this can apply to love. This can apply to work, whatever it is that you're trying to do. This is your advice. You have the Eight of Cups. And it kind of feels to me, well, look at the progression, right? We have the Seven of Cups. And then we have the Eight of Cups. The Seven of, this is where you're still evaluating. You're looking at what's in all of them. But in the Eight of Cups, there's nothing in these cups. It's empty. The person in the Eight of Cups, they are emotionally done with the situation. So if a situation has been emotionally kind of tearing you apart, getting to you, it feels like you just are emotionally done with the way things have been. Now, I said this for Scorpio because Scorpio got this as their underlying energy. So if you guys, your 7th house as well. So if you guys have anything in Scorpio, or you're dealing with a Scorpio, you might want to check that out. But the Eight of Cups is when, yes, you're emotionally done. And some people see this as someone walking away from a situation. But cups represent emotions. So all we can truly say from this card, the energy of this card, is that you're emotionally walking away from something. That you don't want to feel that way anymore. That's what this card says. I don't want to feel that way anymore. Now, that may lead to someone deciding that, this situation can't be fixed, or I'm not happy in the situation I'm going. But the card doesn't actually show that. So this can actually indicate, if you want to fix a situation, it may indicate that, I don't want to feel about this anymore. You can shift how you feel. You might, you have strength coming up here. I just get the sense that for some of you, who have you had to be strong for? What situation have you had to be strong for? And I'm going to say this, and this might just apply to a few of you, but it's coming through, so I have to say it. For some of you, you stuck around in a situation and you were strong. And that was what you told yourself, that this is what takes strength to do this. I will do this. I will be in this situation. Whether you were strong for someone else or strong for yourself, you stayed in that situation. But the thing is, sometimes it actually takes more strength to say, I'm done with this. It can be easy just to stay there. It's better the devil you know, right? This can sometimes take more strength. And it feels like you dig deep and you just finally decide, it does, like I said, doesn't have to mean walking away from a situation. It can just indicate that you've just decided, this is not worthy of me. This is not what I want. I want more options. And hey, you got the Empress. I always see this card as coming first. It's the advice, right? How we get to the future. This is saying, it's okay. You don't have to make do. That's the Eight of Cups. This is a card of progression. This guy walks off because he knows he's leaving behind 8 cups with the faith. It's the faith, the same as this. Because he knows that Doesn't matter. Even if I'm letting go of 8, I will find 9 cups. I will have my wish. The 9 of cups is the wish card, and it comes after this in the suit of cups. So this is having that faith to walk off, knowing that you deserve more. And this can, like I said, this can be telling your boss, that I'm not happy in this situation. Talking to family members saying, I don't like the way this has been going on. Or to a partner and saying, I'm not happy with this situation. And then you guys try to fix it. And sometimes we don't want to rock the boat, right? We don't want to rock the boat. So it takes a lot of courage to be able to do this. But some of you, will be walking off, leaving a situation behind to create something new. That's this energy here. Right, let's have a look at what your oracle cards are saying. Okay. We have soulmate coming up. And it says, yes, this is your soulmate. And this is from the Romance Angels. Now, I think Capricorn, that's a sister earth sign to you, got this as well. So, don't know if you guys have anything going on with the Capricorn. See, that could be this is what I told Capricorn as well. This happens sometimes. People have this notion that soulmates come in and it's all, hearts and rainbows and unicorns and everything's wonderful and perfect. And it isn't always. Sometimes we have to go on faith. They can hold up a mirror to us and show us aspects of ourselves, like the shadow self. This can be shadow work. What's illuminated by the moon, not what's illuminated, but what's in the shadows. What fears are there? Some of you may have met, a Queen of Swords type, and that's who you're kind of thinking, is this this person, is this my soulmate? What is a soulmate? It's that connection that we have with someone. That connection. Could be this, like that nurturing the safe place. Soulmates always come into our life to bring us home to ourselves. We look at ourselves and we figure out things about ourselves when soulmates come up. So there is a connection here with someone. Now, if you've got no one in your life, nothing's going on, and you're the one that's all about the truth, right? And you're confused, you don't even know what to do. If this is the love life spread for you, nothing is endearing, then this is saying to do something differently. If you keep doing what you did, you're going to keep getting what you got. That's what this card says. So if you want a soulmate, or you want that kind of connection, you're really looking to connect with someone and there's no one around at the moment, I don't think I say it enough for those completely single people, then there has to be something. That's what this reading's saying, that, you've been strong. Maybe you've waited with that strength card. The Empress, she gives birth. She's a master manifester. She gives birth to everything that she wants. She's able to manifest whatever she wants and manifest great abundance. You can do it. There can be that connection. Okay, what we have from the Whispers of Love is number 49. Actions speak loudly. It says, express your love through your actions. So, what is it that you're being called to do? See, this is what I was saying about these two. This strength, there's something about this strength card that, especially, I'm seeing Taurus, just kind of resilient, strong, just there, dependable, old, resilient Taurus. That's not you. You don't have to be that. You can go after your own dreams. And that's kind of what this is saying. Actions speak loudly. And I'm sure when they made this card, they were talking about actions speaking loudly to do with expressing your love. But you can express your love for yourself by walking away from something. You can express love, and you have to. I always say this. Every great love story begins with how we love ourselves, how we treat ourselves, because that will get mirrored by how other people treat us. But then even if there is someone, you don't have to go up to them and say, hey, I love you. Or maybe they don't believe you, especially if we have a Queen of Swords type person, actions speak loudly. You can show someone how you feel about them if you're not comfortable saying it. Although the Queen of Swords is very good at communicating. All right, so I think Pisces, was it Pisces or Aries? Aries got this before you. And it's very similar to the Strength card. You've got a double message here. You've got come to the edge. And if you see this woman's on this very tiny little platform, she's at the edge of it. And come to the edge means you have no choice now but to take a leap of faith, which is what this card is saying. You've come to the edge. There's the only thing that's calling, that you're being called to do now, is to take that leap. You need courage. Bold steps, bold action is required right now. It's going to play out differently for each of you. For every single one of you, it's going to be different. Some of you are being called to leave behind a situation. Some of you are being called to, I mean, he's not just leaving behind something, he's walking towards something. And even that, he can't see where he's going, but he has faith that he's going to find something. So some of you are being called to walk towards someone. Some of you, like, if this is a love reading for you, or, you know, even if it's work, you're being called to leave one situation and to walk towards another. Which kind of side of the coin, you know, you guys are on, that depends on your own situation. But that's what this card is showing. That's your advice. And I love this card. I absolutely adore and love this last card that's coming up for you. It's the Rainbow Prince. Have a look here. Now, I'm a huge fan of the rain, and I love rainbows, and, you know, I could just, I wish I lived somewhere where it rained all the time. Yeah, I'm one of those crazy people, but who wouldn't want a Rainbow Prince? Come on. The Rainbow Prince talks about, you know, when you've been through that storm, when it's been raining in your life, and trust me, Taurus, it's been raining in your life. When it's been raining, it's been storming. And the Rainbow Prince talks about, it's so easy to be kind of bowed down and have the rain coming down on you, and, you know, you're drenched and you're soaked. With the rain here is meant to be trouble, guys, not good stuff. But, you know, that storm that you've been through, the Rainbow Prince says, I don't know if you can see it here, he's looking up. It's saying, even though there's been a storm, don't be afraid now, don't cower, look up, there's a rainbow there for you. It talks about compensation. If you've done, you know, you guys have been through that storm, you carried on going. And there's a rainbow there, and there's a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow for you. So this is that compensation, that whatever work you've been doing, you know, you've had strength. You've walked, if you've been walking that path on faith. I know it looks like, I know with the Seven of Cups coming up as the underlying energy when you're starting off, you don't know which one to pick. You don't know. Some things look too good to be true right now. Somebody might be like presenting you with something, you know, kind of dressing it up a little bit. But you have these two. And I know people don't like this card. I don't have a problem with it. I always see it as progress. Because it doesn't hurt. You're emotionally done at this point. It's not hurting you. It's not upsetting you. You're emotionally done. Like, you're done. You're ready to go. You're ready to kind of pursue something new, whether that's emotionally, physically, whatever it is, if you're physically leaving a situation, or whether it's just you're going to do things differently or feel differently about the situation. It's a good card to get. And so is the Empress. The Empress is that nurturing energy. She's creation. You can create whatever you want with this. But yeah, the Rainbow Prince. Who doesn't want a Rainbow Prince, right?